Booyaka, booyaka, shave my kid's dome. Booyaka, booyaka, I take my wee mask off. Rey Mysterio's feud against his son Dominic ending with a mask versus hair? Question match? Question match? Question mark, brother. And he says, well, Rey Mysterio was on Logan Paul's podcast. There's also more news about Logan Paul coming in like the second half of this video, so stay tuned. But while appearing on Logan Paul's podcast, Rey Mysterio commented on how the end of his feud against his son Dominic might play out. Maybe I put my mask on the line against his hair, which is lucha culture. If I lose that, I take my mask off. He loses, he shaves his hair off. That might be interesting. Ray said the following in regards to whether or not Dominic would be interested in doing the match. He talks a lot of crap. Why not? Back it up. I will pitch it out. I'll challenge him straight up. And I think that would be a really, really good match. Of course, he has had the mask off before in WCW, but I don't feel like in WWE like they've even like acknowledged that he took it off. I feel like they just kind of keep to the allure of the Rey Mysterio. He's the luchador. We've never seen his face. He's the biggest little man with a mask. I feel like that would be the perfect ending to this feud if Rey lost to Dominic. I don't know. It would be almost better if it was like mask versus retire, career versus like mask. But obviously, like they're not going to retire Dominic. But I don't know. It would just seem a bit stupid if you did like career versus hair, because Dominic's so young. Or no, like it was just like hair really means nothing against the career. Like if we're being honest in the large scheme of things, but I'd be all for this match. I think the feud has been good. Like we did say in the Raw review there that or it's kind of just repeating the same stuff, but some of the stuff have been good. Dominic going to jail, coming out, like throwing the drink over Aaliyah, his sister, the whole like the entrances at Mania, attacking him at Thanksgiving, and all the other things, getting arrested. One day, Dom, XCOM, Dom. I think it's all been really good work, if I'm being honest. So hopefully the feud does play out and it does end with this sort of big stipulation on the line. I think it would be really good, and I think it's smart business, and I can honestly see this happening. And as for Logan Paul, it was on his podcast. I don't know if he said this on his pod. No, he said this while speaking to ESPN. He says it's hard to do that when you don't have a long contract with a piece of talent, or you're talking about putting a guy over who may not be there next year. The idea with this multi-year contract was to get really creative around the story that we're telling as my professional wrestling career unfolds. Being the hyper ambitious person that I am, I'm going for a belt. I wouldn't have signed this contract if I didn't think that I was capable of getting a WWE belt. I think it'd be the coolest thing ever. I'd love to have it on my resume, and I'd love to show every kid around the world who watches WWE that you can achieve anything. Tell you what, he's not gonna win the undisputed title, right? And even if they do the brand split, right, and Reigns loses the belts and they go back to two belts, he's not going to win a world title. But I wouldn't be against the guy winning an IC or a US title. I think honestly, like I know the guy, he's not there full time, whatever. But see his matches, he puts on. I honestly think he warrants that. He does. Like some people just warrant a title, and I think for a wee run, why not give it to Logan Paul? It would like give the belt so much exposure. It would. Like the guy is a big draw. I mean, if you look at the world in 2023, Logan Paul in terms of draws, for the social media aspect, is fucking right up there. He truly is. And to me, it would almost be an element of dropping the ball and not giving it. Like some people can complain about, oh, but look at the people that's held the mid card belts over the years. Like I'll admit, I mean, WWE recently has done a good job with like the IC belt. I mean, I guess you could say it's just been boring with Gunn for holding it, but at least like they've made it feel a bit important. The US title on Raw has practically been the main belt because of Austin, because of Roman Reigns not being there to defend. Even if we did have a lackluster match with him and John Cena at Mania, which Terry Long called John Newton that, by the way. Terry Long came out and said that Big Match John he doesn't have the heart for it anymore, and he's literally just there. And he kind of got that. John can talk about what's best for whoever and all that good stuff, but I don't know. Big John. He says he'll be there then now forever. I think Big John's made his bed, and his bed is in Hollywood. But anyway, Logan Paul Rey Mysterio news. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.